Now recording.
The Blind Night. Ooh, Jesse, did you hear all that going on in the green room over there?
Hello, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing alright. I'm a little worried though.
What are you worried about?
Did you hear all those like animal noises coming from the green room back there where Jim Bob is?
No, I did not hear any animal noises. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm stuck in Sam mode. No, I didn't hear any animal noises. See, I was having the joke go for a while, and then you didn't respond to it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm just gonna break out of it.
Oh, you were trying to be funny. Leave that to
Yeah, I
the
was.
leave that to the professionals, sir.
I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be like, I was trying to host like Sam,
Leave that to the professionals.
who seems to be everyone's favorite character now, and I didn't even do that on purpose.
Sammy is pretty awesome. But let's go over the topics of the show. We will be talking about Mothership, Session 3. We will talk about what news is going on with Knights of Braille, which, is just a quest of the Braille right now. Not a whole lot else going on. We do have the Everyone Games 2 event coming up the end of September and I believe the 1st of October, so like September 30th and 1st. There will be lots of events there, lots of tabletop games, as well as some video games going on there. Let's see, that's really about it for the news. Of course, we're going to do our traditional thing here. How has Jesse been though? Pretty good.
Yeah, I've been good. Having a little bit of spring here, so that's nice. Hopefully, it lasts because usually I feel like we have like a. I'm sure it's longer, but it feels like a week of spring, and then we're right into summer humidity and shit. So just enjoying it.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
I
The
love the winter. I always say I love winter, and I do love winter time.
Else about nothing.
Excuse
Ooh,
me?
you didn't hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Let's see if we can get
Don't
it.
say shit else about nothing.
Who is that?
It's
That voice sounds familiar, but
I don't know why, because it was something that was made.
I don't like being yelled at.
Well, maybe you shouldn't interrupt then.
I didn't interrupt you.
And he interrupted me.
Oh, he did. He did.
I forget what I was saying.
It's okay. You were talking about the spring stuff and the weather.
Oh yeah. Like I love winter. I always say that, but I'm ready for it to be over and I'd like some cool, comfortable days where it's not hot as shit when you step outside. And I feel like it goes from winter to that way too quickly for my liking. Like we don't have a spring season here, it doesn't feel like.
Right. Yeah, me down here, it goes from cool.
That might just be
to
global warming too. I was testing out your interruption thing. I did that on purpose.
I had 5 seconds before you interrupted me.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's
I
all
did that on
ever had.
purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. But here it's like cool to hot. I mean, that's all we have. Cool to hot.
I feel that way with fall too. It feels like fall never lasts long anymore either. Like we have summer, summer, summer till like the end of September, and then fall through maybe October, and it's like fall's done. And that
Yeah,
was like fall.
I do too. I like it mostly because of football, but then again, I'm a baseball fan too, so
Yeah,
yeah, that's a fall classic.
Pirates lost again.
Go figure. So did the Braves. Uh, but let's see. Let's talk about Mothership. I thought it was a pretty good session this weekend on Saturday.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. I just feel like every week we gel more and more as a party, and it's funny because we gelled from the beginning, so I didn't think there was any more to gel.
Lots of gelling, huh? And y'all might be in jail now. You never know. You're in a compound.
I was trying to think of a different word, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I do. It was a really good session. Unfortunately, we will be taking the next 2 weeks off. Mother's Day.
Next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See, I posted that in the Discord. If you was to ever go into the Discord and
yeah, I just didn't see it. Well, next week is Mother's Day. What's the week after?
Something that I have to take care of.
Oh, it's your fault then.
Yep, it is.
That's okay, because I think mostly it was my fault for next week. So.
Somewhat, yeah.
Just because I'm traveling, that's the only. Like if everything was here, it wouldn't have been a problem. But
by all means, when you're finished, I'll talk.
Was that Steven?
I'm not saying anything.
Because that sounded like Steven. The other one sounded like Barack Obama.
I'm not saying anything, sir.
Okay.
I'm keeping mum.
Okay.
But yeah, well, it's really Mother's Day weekend, and I would have done it if other people wanted to do it, but with one person having to miss, and it being Mother's Day weekend, it just makes sense not to have it.
I'm gonna have it for 2 whole weeks now.
I know. It's kind of sad, huh?
I won't get to talk. Well, I mean, I can talk on Twitter, but I won't get to talk to my friend.
You never talk to him anyway.
There you go, blowing that out of the water. Oh, that's funny.
But
it was a fun session, though, I thought.
I thought it was too. Really, not a whole lot of rolling until roughly midways or so. Really good RP.
That's what I'm really enjoying about this. I feel like it's maybe it's just this party and the way we do it, but it's all about the character development. Which when I first got into the game, I'm like, oh, I want to fight things. And I still love the battle shit, but I enjoy the character building more than I anticipated in the beginning of it. Because that's what I thought it was. Like, I didn't even realize character thing was a part of it. Like when I first started. So.
Yeah, the actual building of characters isn't terribly hard.
No, I mean like character building as in like internally building characters. Like.
Finish, please. Can I finish? Okay, I'm finished.
You like my soundboard, Jesse?
I do.
I'm
trying to figure out what all those voices are now, though.
Yeah, like like we were talking about, the actual character building itself, with the stats and everything, is relatively easy.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what you're meaning there with the character building, as in like with the party, building the the rapport, with each of them.
I guess like character development's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. I was just trying to explain to those listeners out there. Like you said about Steven, he's not really intelligent, so I was trying to make.
I never said that. Steven's my friend.
As you can all tell, me and Jesse really do get along.
There's only one person that I would say wasn't very intelligent, and they're no longer part of the group. And there's been a lot of people that have left the group, so no one knows who I'm talking about.
And I'm not sure if you called it with something that Dez said Saturday, that he could tell that me and you really play well off of each other. And,
yeah, I did catch that.
That means a lot to me.
I agree. The only thing I want to do someday in my life, I want us to play in another campaign that neither of us is running.
It would be nice. It would be a lot of fun because, especially I would definitely be an evil character because it's so funny. On Tuesday night, Jesse runs the campaign, and you can tell that he wants so bad to roleplay like against my character or against anybody's
Oh my god!
characters.
I have to find NPCs to roll because I'm like I want to fucking say shit. Is that hard for you on Wednesdays,
no.
or is that just something that's hard for me? Oh, it's very hard for me. Very hard.
No.
So sorry to interrupt.
And I know you should know that one. If you don't, we're no longer friends.
Adam Sandler.
Yes. But no, it's really not hard for me. Occasionally, it does the quote unquote bug or whatever, makes you want to, or makes me want to, but that's just me.
I think it's mainly your fault
Why's that?
because your character is always so damn interesting. I want to play off you.
A lot of them are, I still think one of my favorites has been Aurelio with
Yeah,
the way he was, but this
with the
character,
table. I love the table.
you're talking about Jim Bob's flower table.
Oh, I thought Aurelio had a table too, did he?
No, he would
Oh,
eat
okay.
stuff, but that was just
Okay,
because he would
okay.
just eat stuff, and you would make him roll on it, which is cool. I don't mind that. But I think this character, Hoggle, is going to be very interesting. Have a great backstory with Hoggle. That
You do a backstory I read over and remember now.
do you? Don't say it.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
But yeah, I really, really like Hoggle, and hope can really, really build him up. I mean, it's a good group, characters anyway. But there's definitely two characters in the group that don't like the cleric part of Hoggle, which is awesome because it's really good to have some party tension every once in a while. And was talking with Fernando and the DM that we share on Thursdays, and he was like, the DM said that it's really good that y'all can play off of each other like that. Because, I mean, in game, we're arguing like, your father made me do this, your father killed my child. And, I mean, there's a lot of bitterness between Fernando's character and my character. And as you well know, me and Fernando get along really well outside of games. So
I feel like that has something to do with it. Like you having a relationship with someone that you're gaming with beforehand really helps.
it does, and it makes it really good to know that you can do that, and there's no animosity outside of the game.
Right.
And I'm not sure if some people just don't get that, or if they get it too into the character and let it bleed over into real life. But it's a game,
I mean, I remember, well, I've told this story before when the party died. I was so legitimately worried that Adrian would be pissed at me that I killed Nicholas. Like, and because like to me, that is the first time I ever dealt with any character death or anything like that. So like, I wasn't hip to like the whole, oh, we just make a new character. Like, and I still feel that way about that about Kelton. Like the characters, I'm very attached to them, and
right.
I figured everybody's like me. And I'm like, oh fuck, he's probably pissed at me. Thankfully, he wasn't, but I don't feel that way now as much. But at first, I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, it is a game. At
Right.
the end of the session, boom, the session is over. You're back to your person, to
Right.
you.
Yes.
Jesse is
Yep.
back to
Yep.
Jesse.
Right.
Richard is back to Richard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure a whole lot of people can. I mean, I'm sure the majority of people can do that, but I think some people get way too into it,
Yeah, I
and
think
look
so.
at it like the whole instance with the windmill thing.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Adrian could have said, "Well, that was my favorite character," and you killed
Right.
it.
That's what I was
Yeah,
worried about.
But he didn't.
Because like I knew Adrian, but I didn't like know we never dealt with anything like that. And I'm like, oh Jesus God.
Yeah,
Like,
and all he could do was laugh.
yeah.
That
Right.
was probably one of the most epic moments, that I've had.
Yeah,
as
I
a
think so.
DM.
Yeah, and it'll probably stand the test of time no matter what we do. I feel like.
Oh yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that's going to be there, no matter what. But So tell me what else you thought about the whole mothership as we ended the session with Dr. Funtime screaming.
Well, I don't want to spoil, and I'm not going to spoil like I did last week, but something that happens, I felt awful for because I'm like, oh my God, I engineered this. And I didn't think about it. I think it's funny. Oh, something we need to talk about though, and it doesn't really spoil much, but Temple's new character and trying to convince Sam of something I think is brilliant.
Oh, yes.
Working that into the rules, like rolling of the dice.
Oh, yes.
Because you know me and you know how I am, and you've always said it would be hard for you to go along with whatever this is, and I may be forced to.
Mm-hmm. It takes
You
a
bastard.
A different mindset, you know.
You bastard.
I've been called worse by better.
Oh, excuse me. Who's better than me? Well, your mama, probably.
Yeah, who you think has called me worse? I mean, come on now.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Your sweet, darling mother has called you worse than bastard?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. But that's a totally different story. But like we've said, you know, Mothership is a really, really fun game, even though it is dark and, you know,
it's kind of fun because of the people, though, I think really makes it. Like, I look forward to getting on early, which, you know me, isn't always a thing and this past week I didn't do because something came up, as always, but, like, I wouldn't mind, like, hanging out, say, at 1:30 or whatever.
I've been trying to talk for 10 minutes!
I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, you did, but it's okay.
When did I interrupt you? Did I really?
Not really, but
okay.
It's okay. I just wanted to play that one.
Alrighty.
That's my favorite one. But yeah, I know what you mean. You want to get out there and chit chat and, you know, talk before the session starts. Now Jesse's going to be all quiet and ain't going to say nothing.
That's right, because I don't want to be yelled at by Barack Obama.
That wasn't Barack.
No, the one before was, right?
May have been. I just think it's funny. I spent Saturday creating like a soundboard.
That is pretty awesome. I'm going to be like hyper vigilant about it now, though.
It's all good. It's all fun.
I'm going to have to screw up on purpose so you're able to play it.
I got 20 something of them. So.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But, you know, it's a great game. I really enjoy it. I could actually see it being a campaign, you know. Although, if you started with one character, I can guarantee you would not end with the same character.
Right. I think the thing I like is how everybody, like, well, not everybody, not every character, but some of them always want Sam to go check things out, and he just willingly does it. So now with the rule thing, I'll have to, like, he might not be so willing anymore.
I think it's really cool that, you know, well, we don't want to spoil it, so we won't talk much more about it.
Yeah.
But just know it was a good session if you haven't checked it out. It is on the Knights of the Braille podcast feed as well as YouTube, and it's also on my YouTube if you care to check that out. But let's move on to we do have a segment that people love. Take a seat and listen for Jesse's reading recommendations.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Library, or Jesse's reading recommendations, whatever you want to call it. And today I'm going to recommend a book in a series that actually collects the first two adventures in this series. It is Alexa. Why are you talking to me? I didn't even say her name.
She loves you that much.
Weird. It is called Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan. It is the I don't know how to pronounce it. Revelation series, I think. It's books 1 and 2. It's basically about this thief named Royce and his barbarian, or he's not a barbarian, warrior friend Adrian. and they're kind of like swords for hire. They get caught up in all these adventures. Like there's a plot to it, but it's kind of like it's not like a world shattering, like the world's gonna end plot. It's kind of just like an evil duke or something like that. And it is so much fun because the interplay between the two of them is hysterical. And it kind of reminds me of the old like sword and sorcery, like Conan stories from back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what the feel is. They are really good. I read the first of the two not they're basically like two novels in one collection. I read the first novel. I haven't read the second one yet, but I loved it. Like I definitely want to continue with it. And I know he wrote excuse me. He wrote another series which was prequels to this, how they met and things like that. And then he has an epic fantasy series, which I believe you told me a while ago you might have in your library actually. It's like
Yeah.
it's called The Age of something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. My library is getting rather large on Audible.
Mine is too. But I haven't read that. But these are just like they're kind of like I know people say fantasy is escapist, but they're kind of escapist because they have stakes, but they're lighthearted. They're fast, quick reads, and I feel like it's a type of thing you'd want to binge
Yeah.
when you start it.
I do have something for your smart device.
Okay.
I have something to say!
Excuse Vicky Guerrero.
Yes, it is. But
Yeah, I don't know how her voice doesn't blow out. To be honest with you,
me either. Have you noticed though? Speaking of Audible, and I'll give my recommendation here in a minute. When you're going to move to a new book, like from your library, and you're
Mhm.
scrolling down, have you noticed how sometimes it just like skips a title, or and you try to scroll back up and it won't go to that title?
Yeah, mine like I'll go through title, and then it take me back. Like it'll say like you have how many
Yeah,
books in your library and
like it goes all
sort
the way
by
back
or
to the
whatever. And
top.
it's like, but if you keep scrolling, it takes you back to it stays with the titles you're on, but it reads the top of the screen for some reason. I don't
Yeah,
understand that. It's annoying as shit.
it is. It's like, well, I'd search up the name, but if I could remember the name, I'd search up the name.
But
You know,
excuse me, it's nice for your start device. You can just I use that a lot now, playing the Audible
it's
with the
awesome,
smart
ain't it?
device. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm calling it the smart device now so she doesn't talk to me.
But my reading recommendation is one that I have recommended to Jesse before, and I recommended to a friend of ours today. Um,
Is it
I
someone I like?
uh, Probably not, but it's okay.
Okay.
Um, Everybody knows who R.A. Salvatore is and the Driz
Yes.
books. They
Oh, that I wanted to tell you something based
see
on
there
that.
it goes again. There it
Sorry,
goes
sorry,
again.
sorry. It's you know how you wanted to marathon the Driz books, but they're not all the same. Like you won't have that sameness feeling, I don't think.
Excuse me!
Go ahead.
You won't have the sameness feeling, I don't think. Like the story continues and stuff, but it doesn't feel like you're reading the same book if you read, say, the two books in Theft of Swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, please continue.
Yeah. Now I forget where I was at. Y'all see what I do
You
with all the
recommended something
time.
to a friend.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Who just started reading the Driz books, and I recommended make sure that you pause between each like quote unquote series. Like
Yeah.
some of them be 2 books, mostly they're like 3 or 4. I say
Mhm.
because they do get to where they're monotonous and they do, to me at least, seem like they were cut and pasted. You know, same thing over and over again. But I
Mhm.
recommended the Wizardoms series. You can get books 1, 2, and 3 in the Omnibus from Audible for 1 credit. It's by Jeffry L. Kohenek, and it is read by Travis Baldree. roughly 29 hours, almost 30 hours for 1 credit. I mean, epic fantasy. To me, it's better than R.A. Salvatore, but that's me. Um, and they also have books 4, 5, and 6 in an omnibus, you know, you can get like finish up that series for 1 credit. So 2 credits, 6 books, 60 hours of time.
And I'm
fantastic.
part of his. Yep, I'm part of his newsletter, and he's working on Legends now that goes back and tells you the beginnings of the characters, I guess.
Yeah, which is awesome, especially if you not fall in love in a romantic way, but really, really like a character.
Mm.
You know, you can go back and find out why they are the way that they are, which I really, really like. You know,
Do you have a favorite character in that series?
I do. The dwarf that's in there is my favorite, but go figure. I mean, I love dwarves mostly because that's how tall I am. But
You're not that short.
no, I'm 5'8", 5'7", 5'8". I'm roughly average, but it's okay. But let's see. I think it's about time for someone else.
Oh boy.
Each week, Jim Bob goes out to round up the most interesting animals, beasts, and monsters so that you can be better prepared. So get ready for Jim Bob's Crittering Time!
Hey, baby, you can sit right here.
Hey,
Jesse,
buddy,
you
how
stop.
you doing?
You make fun of me one more time.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not making fun of you, buddy.
That's it. I'm fixing to Will Smith you. That's
Oh,
right.
I see you brought your girlfriend back.
That's right. She's my baby.
Your demonic girlfriend who's trying to take your soul.
Oh, she's a demon in the bedroom, all right.
That's because she's a demon, Jim Bob. A real demon.
Just because you're jealous, Jesse. I mean,
No, I'm not jealous. I have a very lovely fiance. I don't need a demon.
it's okay, Jesse. We have this little critter here with us. Where did he go? Oh, he's digging under the desk. Don't worry about that. He's called a Xorn. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Well, they can dig into dirt and rocks and things like that, and they're really tough. They got like 19 AC and they're like 70 something hit points.
That is tough.
Oh yeah, they not as tough as me though. Ain't that right, baby? Yeah. Ain't she so pretty, Jesse?
Yeah, if you like horns.
I do like horns, but anyway, this here critter, the Xorn, can like bite you and claw you like 3 times and then bite you. They're pretty tough. And there he goes digging under your chair.
Have you ever slayed one?
No, I keep them as pets. I'm gonna make my own zoo. Me and my baby right here. We're gonna have us a zoo.
You and Beelzebub.
No, that's your brother.
Azazel.
No, that's your brother. This is Beelzebub, like Belle, like Belle.
Dude, the names I just gave you were 2 names of demons.
Listen, if you don't like her, then I won't come back.
Why won't you listen to me? I'm your friend.
Who else listens to you, Jesse?
Sometimes, Richard.
What was that first word?
Sometimes.
Right. I mean, just think about it. How many times are you right?
More than not.
How many times do you do what people say?
More than I should.
Well, hold on a second. She's talking to me in my head again. Yeah, okay. She says it's time to leave because she says you smell bad or something.
Hey, Beelzebub, can I speak to her for a second?
I don't think you want to.
The power of Christ compels you.
Why is she licking her lips?
She's a demon.
That's weird. Anyway, we
Hey, take your buddy with you because I feel like he's gonna make my chair fall through the floor here.
it'll be alright. Don't worry about that about the loose dirt and all underneath your chair. It'll be okay. Anyway, we'll talk with you later. Come on, Spot.
All right.
Let's go, Spot. Come on. Alright, really cool interesting critter there. Don't go to the bathroom though, Jesse. There's like holes all in the floor back there.
Why does no one else care that that woman is a demon?
It's Jim Bob. He can take care of himself. But speaking of why nobody cares, have you heard about the family in Arkansas that is suing a Family Dollar because they had rodents in their store?
No.
And it happened, the article was wrote on April 28th. They was like, in Little Rock, Arkansas, there was a Family Dollar that had some rodents evidently in their store, and this family got really upset with it and are suing the store. That's really all that I saw in the article, and I thought,
I think they'll lose that.
only rednecks. Only rednecks. Which
I mean, it's a Family Dollar. What do you expect? No offense to Family Dollar, but...
Which brings me to the next weird story. There's one thing about rednecks. They're usually drunk. They live in a trailer. According to Jeff Foxford, they're drunk, live in a trailer, and they see spaceships, right? I mean, that's what most people think about. Well, 3 southern states saw a fireball in the sky. Mississippi, southern Mississippi, and let's see, a loud boom preface, whatever, a large meteorite fireball, which I thought was really cool because of D&D and everybody loving Fireball. 30 people in, let's see, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi saw this fireball in the sky. I guarantee you, of those 30 people, 30 of them were rednecks that were drunk, high, or in some other form intoxicated.
Oh my God, what's in this? What was that? Did you see that, Jethro?
I sure did. Old Bubba over there probably ate too many of them baked beans and got near the campfire.
Fire. I feel like Jethro is the worst, redneck name, but it's all I could come up with.
You making fun of Jethro Hayes, my former wrestler.
No, I was making fun of,
Jethro Bodine off the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah, that's who I was thinking.
I was thinking like Boomhauer, like, dang on fireball sky, man,
You know what's funny about that? I find Boomhauer a lot easier to understand than you guys when you try to imitate him.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I didn't watch an episode last night. I was bad. I was supposed to.
Shame on you. I think we watched 3 or 4. But,
oh, you're starting it over again?
Oh, yeah, we're on season, I think, maybe 5 or 6. I think.
We started watching... I'm assuming this isn't a show for you, but we started watching... And I've never seen the whole thing from start to finish, because the reruns are always, out of order, but we started watching The Golden Girls yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I used to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so funny, though. They would never be able to get away with some of the shit they say. It's now.
A lot of shows are that way from back then.
Yeah.
But I guess that's really about it for this episode. Thank everybody for listening, for tuning in. For everybody that watches the Knights of the Braille Twitter, the Quest of the Braille. And be sure to check out, Knights of the Braille Discord for games. And remember that there is a server run by a blind game master that is looking for wrestlers. It is a play-by-post. And if you're interested, look up Hijo Del Padre or get in touch with me and I will get in touch with him. And as for our show, remember to like, share, and
subscribe! I was trying to do like Subi.
This episode is brought to you by the Knights of the Braille and is made possible through the support of viewers such as you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to get all of the latest information and episodes. Thank you.